Welcome Hotgates gamers to another Hobbit SBG Battle Report. We're going old school again, guys. It is not Adventures in Arda. Last time that you had one of these, it was Adventures at Awkward. But today I'm joined by Robert Camp, all the way up from Dubai. Say hello.
Hello, guys.
And we're doing a proper old school battle report again. And we're actually doing the adventures at Cool Steve's house, really. As you can see, Cool Steve's in the background. Scouring of Cheshire is this weekend, and we've just been going through and effectively doing a tournament audit of all of his different boards. Now that does give me and Rob, who, you know, Rob is a good friend, and you're also top patron as well. Really support this channel, so absolutely massively appreciate it, pal. Really good to get him on camera today. It's going to give you an opportunity to practice with using my Rohan, your Ardacon force.
Yep.
But also an opportunity to play on one of the absolutely stunning, gorgeous boards that is going to be at the Scouring of Cheshire and at Ardacon, of course, in October. So I think there's nothing left for me and Rob to do, but we're going to get down and we're going to show you that amazing board right now. And welcome to the ruins of Osgiliath. Now, of course, if this was a traditional Adventures in Arda style, then we would have the appropriate theme forces for this. But today, Rob, what are you going to be using?
I will be using a Rohan force.
Very well balanced, all-mounted Rohan force, but this is actually going to be your first game ever?
It is indeed. I've been in the hobby for a long time, and I'm surprised that this is my first game ever.
Absolutely incredible, and not blowing my own trumpet, but probably a good person to play using your all-mounted Rohan force for the first time, because hopefully get a bit of coaching in there. You would normally get the opportunity to play on, of course, a board with this much kind of terrain as well, but I think there's nothing left to do but to get down and show you the all-mounted Rohan force that you're going to be using before we show you what you're up against. And we're going to start things off by looking at Rob's 600 points of all-mounted Rohan. Again, a emotional dilemma here. These are actually my Rohan, which are currently going through a little bit of a repaint, so I am going to apologise because Erkenbrand is currently being mounted on a metal horse, which I did expect to have painted this morning, but I've been helping Steve with his audit of terrain for the Scouring of Cheshire. So what have we got in this list, Rob? This is your Ardacon list, right?
It is indeed.
Fantastic.
What we have first is AMO Knight of the Pelennor. He is accompanied by 2 Sons of Ale, 1 Royal Guard and 3 Westfold Red Shields, which, as you said, means I have Erkenbrand. He is also accompanied by 2 Sons of Ale, 1 Royal Guard, 2 Red Shields and 1 Outrider. We also have Eowyn, who is got a throwing spear, a shield and armour, 2 Sons of Ale and 1 Royal Guard and 3 Red Shields.
Absolutely fantastic. So that's your 600 points Ardacon all-mounted Rohan. And this is what the Rohirrim are going to be up against in the ruins of Osgiliath today. As you can see, it is the Istari, all of them mounted. Saruman, of course, is the leader here, as he should be. And of course, we have Bilbo in there as well. That's your 90.1? I can't remember. I'll have to check out my list. So, you know, quite a steep learning curve, I think, going up against wizards, particularly multiple casters. And what we are going to do today is we're going to be playing to the death, which is, of course, a nice basic scenario for Rob to get to grips with on this terrain. So there's nothing left to do but to roll to see who deploys first and get this game started. So Rob and I rolled, and he had to deploy first, and as you can see, we did this wallbands alternating, of course. We've got Eowyn up on the bridge there making the crossing. Of course it is shallow river, so you know it doesn't matter too much about going over the bridge, but it looks cool, which is the important thing. We've got Erkenbrand down there with his wallband just facing off across that river, and then again, not particularly important in this battle, we've also got the crossing there, which is marshalled by Knight of the Pelennor. In the meantime, Bilbo was the first to be deployed over here. This is Hobbit Bilbo. He does have Sting. Behind him we do have Gandalf the Grey, just on his horse, his normal horse, and then we've also got Saruman the White and Radagast facing off in those ruins. So there we go, it is to the death today, nice simple one for Rob's first ever game. We're going to roll for priority. Let's see who gets it. Black dice for Rohan, and it's a HGG6 straight away for the Istari and Bilbo. And a beautiful Eowyn here, painted of course by Kev Lawrence of Shadow and Flame. She's going to be calling a heroic march to get herself over this bridge and a little bit closer to the enemy across the river. And also, before we start movement, I am also going to be calling to channel, and so Gandalf will be using the point of might. I wonder what for. So Gandalf is actually going to move first, and he might as well cast his Blinding Light, which of course his channel is using a free one plus one from his store. And let's see if he gets this. So we roll, and it is off. So channeled Blinding Light is up, and we'll continue with his movement. So this is all pre-measured, and it's the turn of Saruman the White, and he is going to be moving up to this position here, which is 12 inches from that Son of Ale there. We've got a nice line which hopefully would clip Éomer, and also a couple of the guys back there if we get the distance, because this could be quite important for the Wizards. I'm so sorry. We're using one from the two from the store and one free one, and he needs a 4+ Saruman the White, I believe. And he does get it. So we do need to determine how far back that Son of Ale is going to go. Oh no, Rob, I am sorry. I believe that is going to take him back through all of those. So we're going to measure out now, and then we'll start doing our rolls to wound and throne riders and all of those horrendous things. You have to experience it, because then you know to hide from it. We're going to do that straight away. So it's pretty unfortunate for this little warbounder Rohirrim here. I hate it when this happens to me. Hurls, Sorcerer's Blasts, Panic Steeds, Nature's Wrath. These are all the things to be very, very wary of. Okay, so it was 6 inches back. He's got a strength 5 hit on him now. He's defense 5, which means that I will need a 5 here to wound him. No. Okay, it was a 4. Okay. So we've also got to do our strength 3 hit for these guys. So strength 3 hit on Éomer, we'll need a 6 to wound. Nope. On the Royal Guard, we'll need a 6. Nope. On the Rider of Rohan with a bow back there, needing a 5. Nope. And on the 2 riders, the one that's closest to the bowman, needing a 5. Nope. And on the other one, needing a 5. Hey! So that rider back there in the corner, he is going to die, and then we're also going to have a little look at the not flying for these guys. So we've got the Son of Ale first, and what does he get with his Throne Rider? Let's have a little look. 5, so he's going to be fine, but lying down. Here we go. Next one is Éomer. He's going to be fine. The Royal Guard, he gets a fine. He's going to be fine. The Rider of Rohan with the bow, he's going to be fine. And then the rider back there at the back, he's going to get a 3, and he's going to be fine. So we're going to get the appropriate dismounts now and pop them on the board. Very, very easy to get confused with Sorcerer's Blast with Hurl. Of course, the Son of Ale, for those of you that are screaming, he doesn't take the strength 3 hits for everything that he hits on the way through. And it's not like when you get charged by monster cavalry or anything like that, you're not automatically not flying, so you don't take 2 strength 3 hits. So we'll get those out now, and we'll continue with the Istari movements. And next up we have got Radagast on his horse, and he's just going to be using his 3 points. He's going to attempt to do Aura of Dismay and try and help his buddies out. He could of course do his Terrifying Aura, but if he gets this off, yep, it's a 5+, but it's worth a punt. So here we go, let's see, 5+, and it's a 1. And everything slides down the bridge. And he doesn't get it off, so he's going to continue his movement, which is going to take him about there. And that is going to hand things back over to the Rohan. So a little bit of a messy Sorcerer's Blast from Saruman there, although it didn't kill anything, did it? It didn't kill anything. It did kill one, sorry. And he, of course, was blasted back 6 inches, so he does need to be there. So that was pretty nasty. Blinding Light is off, but no Terrifying Aura. It's over to the all-mounted Rohan to respond in the ruins of Osgiliath. So Rob's starting off with his heroic march. We have pre-measured this, and we do have to be careful because everything's falling off the bridge. But he is moving Éowyn 15 inches there, which just takes it to the bottom. Of course, the Sons of Ale, they have got 17 inches. Now, a couple of them have fallen off. They're down the back there. But we know that they can get themselves actually off of the bridge there. And we're just going to continue on with that heroic march movement now. So Éomer, he's now going to walk forward his 6 inches, which just about gets him almost across the crossing. We'll pop him on the flat for now. And the warriors that are on foot, they're all just going to follow him there. And of course they will be flanked either side by their cavalry. And the Istari and Bilbo watch on as Erkenbrand marches his cavalry up across the river. And here is our Ruins of Osgiliath board after Rohan movements. You can see that some of the riders have decided to just move up half because, of course, next up we do have the shooting phase. The Istari have no shooting, so we're going to go over to the Rohirrim. So here we go, we have got the 5 Westfold Red Shields here. We're going to be firing through into the ruins out of Saruman. Of course, blinding light is up, so you will need 6s. So let's see a couple here.
Plenty of 6s, please.
6s, we get one. So you now have to roll in the way. Now it's ruin and now doorways and the like, so it will be a 5+. So a 5+ to get through at Saruman. Can you do it? And unfortunately not. And that's going to end it for the shooting, and there aren't any combat, so there's nothing left to do but to roll for turn 2.
Turn 2, yeah.
A lot happened in that turn, it felt like. Turn 2 priority, black dice for the Rohirrim. They set the bar at a 1, and it's going to go to you. So it's going to go to Éomer and his riders. And Mr. Baggins here has used his point of might to call a heroic move, which does affect all of the Istari, but that has been countered by the Lord of the Westfold here, Erkenbrand. So it was your priority. So you're going to roll a dice. I think that you are probably a bit more evil than the Istari. So we're going to say 1 to 3. It's going to go to the Rohirrim, but it doesn't matter because no better time. But hey, I'm asking for too much. It'll be a 4+. Let's go. Oh no! So it is going to go to Erkenbrand and his Rohirrim. So Erkenbrand's heroic move, unfortunately he cannot get all the way in range of Gandalf, but he must leave a little bit of room, so probably a good idea to stay back a little bit. There we go, because he's going to leave room for this Son of Ale here to charge in on Gandalf. So Gandalf has been charged, which is woe to me, it must be said. And everybody that was with me, we had the 2 guys here, and we've also got the 4 there as well. We're also going to be trying to get in. So we're going to continue with that heroic move now, and it's over to Bilbo's heroic move. That's how it's looking after Erkenbrand's heroics. As you can see, he did have to just stay back a little bit so that the guys on the bridge could stay within the 6 inches, which does put it over to my heroic move, and I am going to be moving Bilbo, of course. I have to move him first. So as you can see, Bilbo has moved over there. Maybe if I'd have called it with Saruman could have tried to blast this guy here, and then he would have been able to charge in. But Bilbo's just moved behind, offering a bit of mutual support, not actual support, to Gandalf the Grey. We're going to come in here now because we are going to be casting a spell, and that is going to be Saruman, Saruman is just going to do part of his movement to go there like that. So he's got a nice little blasting line there. He's going to use a free one and one from his store as well, so we'll mark that off, and he's going to be Sorcerer's Blasting. So on a 4+, and gets it on a 6. So we do need to see how far back that Son of Ale goes. It looks like at least 4 inches. Or 2 inches, so it isn't going to get Erkenbrand and the rider here. You need to do a strength 5 hit, so needing 5s on the Son of Ale. Oh, it's under the bridge, and it is, it's a 5! It's a 5, great news. So the Son of Ale here is going to die. He won't clip anything on his way, and we'll carry on with Saruman's movement. So next up is the turn of Radagast here, and he's just going to use a free one and one from his store. Reasonably important here to immobilise the Son of Ale. Now he only needs a 3+, but let's see if he can get this here. Oh no! It's double 1s! Radagast, you have failed me. So the Son of Ale has not been immobilised, which is a little bit worrying. So what I'll be doing is continuing the charge of Radagast. Oh, Radagast, oh, you failed me with those double 1s. But he has charged in there against that Son of Ale. So we've got the 3 Istari on 1 Son of Ale, maybe a little bit of overkill there. We're going to carry on with the rest of the Rohirrim movement. So as Cool Steve scrambles around to get his part-made terrain in from the rain. Thunderstorms outside. It's been lovely weather. Really, really hot and sticky, but we were about to have some thunderstorms, which is pretty crazy. As you can see, I didn't realise Bilbo doesn't have a control zone while he's wearing the ring, which has allowed that Son of Ale to charge in on Gandalf the Grey. Mithrandi has been charged. She's going to pull him out of that combat there, which is a little bit annoying. And the Rohirrim close in. It does look like it could be a bit of a sticky situation, depending on roll-offs and whether, of course, they get to cast their spells. We're not going to have any shooting because you can't shoot into combats when you are good. So we're going to go straight into the combat phase. So Rob has sensibly decided to go through the Gandalf versus the Son of Ale here. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll for the 2 attacks, because of course we're both mounted with the Son of Ale. Fight 4. Let's see what he gets. Set the bar.
6s, please. Oh, that'll do.
HGG 6. Doesn't matter. Gandalf loves it! Oh, yeah, why not? Point of might! Use a point of might, so he's going to be down to 1 might, and Gandalf is going to win that on fight value. Now he's only got 1 strike. He needs another 5 to kill the Son of Ale here, so he's going to go for it. Let's give it a go. Needing a 5. That's a 4. I'm not going to get many chances. Yeah, but he's going to use his final point of might. He's going to use his final point of might. That was costly. He used his final point of might to kill that Son of Ale. The Son of Ale will be removed. But was it a costly casualty? So next up we have got Saruman, who will be the white dice, and we've also got Radagast, who will be the red dice against the 2 attacks of the Son of Ale here. The Son of Ale loses, he will be trapped, so a little bit more of a chance perhaps. But what will you roll with your 2 dice? Let's see. Sets the bar.
Oh, yes.
6. Rob's got the 6s. Beginner's luck. Doesn't matter, because I've got 6. Oh no. Saruman used 2 points of might. I guess on the philosophy. You right there, man?
Inspection.
On the philosophy that it cost 2 last time to kill that Son of Ale, yeah, let's do it. This is not great. 2 points of might to win that fight. That does mean, of course, that I will be doubled up, and I'm going to start off with the double strikes of Radagast, who, of course, strength 4. So we'll need 5s here. Oh, and he gets him, so that's great. So the Son of Ale has been slain by Radagast, but again, it has cost 2 points of might. Good for Rob, I think.
I'm happy with that. Yes, I've lost 2 sons, but 4 might off the table. Very nice.
Now, at this point, I would say that this is now an important priority, but it's not really, because it's going to come down to the roll-off. So, black dice, of course, being Rohan. What do they get? Here we go. Priority roll. It's a 3. Nice little spin there. And it's a 6. And it's going to go to the Istari and Bilbo. Would you like to call anything?
I will be calling some heroics.
Fantastic. We'll get down and we'll have a look at what you're going to be doing next. Erkenbrand has called a heroic move. He's down to his final 1. But in the ruins, Radagast has countered. So, because it was the Istari priority, we need to roll on a 1 to 3. This goes to the Rohirrim, but it's going to go to the Istari on a 4 to 6. Oh, and it does. It's a 5. So it's going to be the Wizards and Bilbo who get to go first. And as Radagast has to go first, he is going to be casting with a 3 point of will Panic Steed on Erkenbrand's horse. Okay, so here we go. Panic Steed needing a 2+. Oh no! Radagast! Failure! I thought you weren't going to dab that, Steve.
No, Kevin.
It looks better, doesn't it? Okay, so Radagast has failed me again. This is shocking news.
I don't think he's got one off yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. So we're going to continue with his movement and then come back. So Saruman here, he's going to attempt an immobilise with 3 point of will on Erkenbrand, needing a 2+. No, my goodness, no! It's a 1, Steve! Rob, I rolled another 1! Oh, I'm not using the point of might. I can't afford to do that. Oh, this is terrible, terrible news. So Saruman is going to continue with his movement. I feel a little bit sick. Come on, Gandalf. I'm not going to risk this. 3-1, 1 from his store, immobilising Erkenbrand with Gandalf. Oh, I saw that 1! I saw that 1 and nearly cried. But it is cast now, but you can resist this. You've got a point of will.
I will be trying to resist this.
Yep, so a dice. This is your turn to roll a 1. A 4+. If you roll a 3, then you do have a point of might.
I'm going to be saying the symbol
Oh.
This is going to be a 6.
Oh,
Just
really?
watch this. Come on,
Hang on
I
a minute.
believe.
I recognise this behaviour.
Oh, it's coming.
I do this. No, don't do it.
Ah, it's a 1.
Oh, I have to say I quite enjoyed that. It was a wonderful moment. So unfortunately I say unfortunately, thank goodness, you are immobilised. This is wonderful news. We're going to carry on with Gandalf's movement and then we're going to put Bilbo somewhere safe-ish. I personally don't think it's looking particularly good for the Istari now. As you can see, the Rohirrim are swarming in, and of course with Gandalf not being able to charge anything, he is now exposed to a bit of shooting. Blinding Light is of course, but he does have Aemma back there to worry about, who's coming up with a full pocket of might, ready to get involved, and of course I've had to use a fair bit before, which is no good to me. So we are going to have some shooting, and it's all going to be at Gandalf the Grey. So with the shots, of course, with Blinding Light, it doesn't matter that some of these guys moved. Oh, we should thought that when we're doing a movement. But we've got these guys here will need 6s, these guys here that will need 6s. Now they've got the inner way of the ruin, but there is, of course, the rider of Rohan that was dismounted, who does have a clear line of sight. So he's going to be the red dice. So everything, you need 6s here on Gandalf the Grey. What do you get?
Oh, no.
This is wonderful news. So absolutely nothing there, absolutely nothing. Wow, a game of bad luck. A game of bad luck on both parts. So nothing hits Gandalf, and that will end the shooting phase, which means that all we've got is the combats. So I'm going to start things off with Radagast, who must make amends for himself. He's up against a transfixed Erkenbrand, of course. He's 2 attacks base, which, if you will remember the first ever GBHL podcast battle report that I did, I got wrong. And of course I never get anything wrong in these battle reports. So, you've got 1 dice, but you're transfixed, so you are currently lower fight value as well. What do you get here? A 2. It's not great. And it's definitely not as good as that. And here we go. So, I have a tough decision to make. Do I strike your horse? Or do I strike the man? I will need 6s on the man, I need 4s on the horse. I probably want to go for the horse. Okay, so needing 4s to get that horse. It's a cocked dice. Don't let me down! Oh, and would you look at that? So we've got a throne rider to be done for Erkenbrand. This is where he rolls his own double 1s. So whatever you do, don't roll the 1. That's what you say. That's how you set it up. Let's go. Whatever you do, don't roll the 1.
It's going to be more than that.
And it is. So Erkenbrand is going to be fine-ish, but he is horseless. And next up we have got Saruman the White versus the Royal Guard of Rohan. So, the Royal Guard, low fight value, so we're going to let him roll first. He rolls a 5. It's pretty strong. Saruman's only got 1 point of might, which he's loath to use. So actually, the last thing I want to roll here is a 4. Okay? It doesn't matter. I'm going to get a 5. Oh no! This is terrible news, and of course Saruman is my leader, so he's going to back away, and you get to strike. Now, would you like to strike the horse, which would be 5s, or would you like to strike him, which would be 5s?
I would like to strike his horse.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It's not a bad shout. Try and put you off there. Okay, here we go. What do you get?
Sorry.
And it's a 1. It's a 1. And one thing we haven't been doing actually is really been saying about special strikes, which you've not really come to before. So I'm going to do something here. You would have fainted in that combat. You would have done.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you played the game for a little while, there is absolutely no reason why you wouldn't faint there. As a result, I'm going to let you re-roll that 1. Okay? Now what you would do is you would, of course, you declare that. But don't worry about it, because there's no reason why you wouldn't do it in that situation. Okay, so here we go. You've got another chance. Am I going to regret this? I am going to regret this! Oh, this is where Saruman rolls a 1 and gets damaged by a Throne Rider. No, he's going to be fine. It does give me an opportunity to get out my lovely painted foot model for Saruman the White, but Saruman the White is dehorsed. The noose tightens on the wizards of Middle-earth. Nailed it. We need to roll for priority. Black dice, of course, is the Rohirrim. Here we go, what do you get? Oh, it's not strong. And it's not as strong as that, it is going to go to the wizards. And of course, heroic moves have been called. Aemma is using his first one, so he's going to be down to 2. And Erkenbrand is using his last one. This is being countered by Radagast, who will be down to 1 as a result. Now, it was my priority, and the priority of the wizards. Rob is praying to Steve's ceiling, and we must roll here. I need to be able to get off these immobilizers. It's very, very important. Here we go. 4 to 6. Oh, and it's going to go to the Istari. This is wonderful news. So it's actually quite tough here because of the order which I have to do this. Because Radagast has got to go first because he used his point of might, of course, to do heroic. It does make this a little bit awkward, so you can't quite do it in the sequence that feels optimised, in my opinion. Comment below if I'm wrong. But I am actually going to just use the... I know it's... no, I'm not. I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use 1 from his store and a free one from Radagast to immobilise Erkenbrand, which he does on a 3+. He does this on a 3+. And he nails it. So Erkenbrand, no matter what now, is immobilised, and that's pretty good. So I'm now going to charge Radagast actually into the Royal Guard. Next up, it's the turn of Saruman. He's actually going to stay where he is because he's got perfect Sorcerous Blast in line here to try and get Erkenbrand going flying back into Eowyn and the Royal Guard there, and hopefully unhorse them. So he's going to use a free 1 and 2 from his store, okay, because his Sorcerous Blast does need a 4+. And he gets it. So we do need to see how far back he goes. 1 inch will clip Eowyn no matter what. It needs to be at least 2 inches to clip the Royal Guard as well. Yeah, so 5 inches back. So we're going to work that out now. So yeah, I know he's immobilised, but that does give, and this is what I was talking about before about the order. So the 5 inches that we rolled is going to actually put him at the table edge there, and he needs to take a strength 5 hit, which will need 5s against his defence 7. Oh, and it's a wound, okay, it's a wound. Now he's got 2 points of, so he's got 1 fate, and he's got 2 wounds.
We'll use a point of fate.
Use your fate point, here we go. 4+, and you nail it, you nail it. So he is fateless, but he's down to 2 wounds, no fate. So next up we've got the strength 3 hit on Eowyn. Now she's defense 5 because she does have shield and the heavy armour here, so yes. Defense 5. So I will need 5s here for this blast. Oh, wonderful! The good luck is coming. So that's a wound. Now she's got 2 fate and 1 wound, so you have to use a fate point. Fail this, and there's a chance she may die. Okay, so don't roll a 1 to 3. Oh, that's. Let's see. I think that's. Oh no! Okay, so next one. Don't fail this. Mind you, she's got
1 point of might.
Right, okay. Yeah, alright. And she passes it, but she is now fateless and down a wound. She also has to do a thrown rider. So if you would like to roll, don't roll a 1 twice, because then she might take a wound and die for thrown rider. So we're going to get her dismount out, but before we do that, we're going to do the strength 3 hit on the Royal Guard, which will need 6s. Oh, 3 6s in a row! Ban that dice! Ban that dice. This has been an interesting dice game. So yeah, he is dead. He's dead. No fate at all. So that was really successful from Saruman. Royal Guard dead. Eowyn on her bum. And an immobilised Erkenbrand well out of the way. Wonderful, wonderful news. So Gandalf, slightly torn between the decision of mobilising. The thing is, Aemma, Knight of Pelennor, he's got 3 will. He's not been touched, so quite a high chance he'll resist. And really, I want to get away the threat of the Sons of Ale, because they're going to be able to get in no matter what. Whereas I can probably run from Aemma, who is horseless. I'm going to use... I've got how much? 4 in my store, did you say?
You had 4 in your store, yes.
4 in my store with him. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 1, 2, 3 from the store. Okay, being brave for the Sorcerous Blast on the Son of Ale at the front, needing a 5+. And we just get it. This is great. So how far back is it going to go? To be fair, as long as it goes back 1 inch, I'm quite happy. 4 inches. Okay, so that's great. So it is going to clip the other Son of Ale and put them on the bum. Let's do the strength 5 hit on the Son in front first of all, needing 5s because he's 6. Oh, he's dead. Wow. And the strength 3 hit on the other Son of Ale, who we'll also do a thrown rider for as well, will need a 6. No, doesn't get him. So if you want to take your thrown rider for the Son, 1. No, gets a 6, and that means he can actually move 4 after as well, so that's really, really good. So we're going to replace that now and carry on with Gandalf's movement. So that's it. After Gandalf's successful blast on those Sons of Al, you can't see him because he's hiding right in that corner, right where he cannot get caught by the Son of Al, who rolled a 6 on his Throne Rider, so can still move 6, and also Aemon Knight the Pelennor over there on foot, who's making his way over. As you can see, Saruman decided to go for it with Eowyn. I mean, why not? If he gets her, he kills her, fight 5 model. Why not? Well, she isn't immobilised, so it's a straight roll-off. It's a straight roll-off. And then you can see a little bit of ganging up going on the Royal Guard. So we are going to carry on with the Rohirrim movement right away. As is always the way when you play on a beautiful board, you don't get to use all of it, unfortunately. Especially when there is a small little hero force. I do promise that in the future we will get to play on all of Steve's boards for the Scouring of Cheshire and Ardacon, and we'll play them with different armies. Today, of course, just allowing Rob the chance to play with an all-mounted Rohan force, because that's what he's bringing. And also, I've obviously got the wizards here to teach him a little bit about magic. So you can see that he's actually moved up some of his Rohirrim up onto the bridge, because that's the only place that they can get that clear shot down on Gandalf. And in the meantime, Aemma and the dismounted Son of Ale have moved round, so if they do win the roll-off next turn, then Gandalf could be in a lot of trouble. And you can see the advance there in the middle. Of course, Circumbound's Heroic completely cancelled. He's on the floor, immobilised on his bum there. And we're going to have a straight fight off here between Saruman and Eowyn. A bit of a gamble from Saruman, leader of the force, but if he does it, it would be worth it. There will be some shooting. We're going to go straight into that now. So our Outrider and our 2 Westfold Red Shields there. Of course, Blinding Light is up, so a 6 is required. A 6 is required. And 1/6 hits, okay. Now, I don't think I'm obscured by Ruin at that point, so you will have to do Horse or Rider.
Horse.
You've got to roll to see it. So if you get a 1 to 3, it hits the horse, and a 4 to 6, it hits Gandalf. So we want a 4 to 6 here from my point of view. No, it hits the horse, okay. So you will need a 5 here to kill the horse. It would, of course, give an opportunity to bring out the beautiful Shadow and Flame Gandalf that was painted on foot, that came along with the Bilbo, but it's not going to happen. Oh, it is! With a GHL dice 6, wow. So Throne Rider for Gandalf. He's going to be fine. So we're going to get that dismount here, but some successful shooting from the Riders of Rohan. Wow, it is a a series of combats. It's all 1 versus 1 on the whole dice scale here. And nothing is going to be trapped or anything in this situation. So we're going to actually start off with Bilbo. The Bilbo versus the Royal Guard. Bilbo versus Royal Guard. Bilbo, of course, high fight value at this point, I believe. So let's see what the Royal Guard gets. Currently fight 2. A 5. It's pretty strong, but it doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. It does matter. So unfortunately, Bilbo loses the combat. He's going to back away his inch. So there. And you get to strike. And now Bilbo is defense 4, Mithril Coat. I think he might be defense 6 with his Mithril Coat, if he's got it.
I think he is.
Of course, this is Unexpected Journey Bilbo, so he does not have a Mithril Coat. So he's currently defense 3. Oh dear. So it'll be 4s from the Royal Guard here to strike. 4s from the Royal Guard to strike. What do you get? And you do. You get a 4. So I'm going to have to roll for my fate. So Bilbo is actually just going to take the wound.
Well, that's fantastic. That's my first wound in SPG.
A big and glorious moment for you, and hopefully the first of many to come. So Bilbo, yeah, we're having to keep on checking the rules for the ring with the with new Bilbo, seeing what's going on. But it seems like we've done everything right. It seems like that so far. So next up, we're going to go for Radagast versus the Westfold Red Shield. Would you like to do any of your special strikes? This is something to think about.
He will piercing strike.
You are actually going to piercing strike.
I'm going to piercing strike.
Okay, good call. Okay, so you are lower fight value, so as ever, we're going to let you roll first, see what you get. You get a 4. Not bad at all, but Radagast has got this! He does with a 6, so he takes it. So you need to roll to see what your piercing strike, what you go down to. Your defense 5 currently, you're going to go down by 2, so 3. So I'm going to need 4s here to ruin the Rider, and I will go for the Rider. Oh, and he just gets it. So that is another casualty going towards your break point. Wow. So 7 more. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you've only got when you've only got 4 1-attack models. Okay, so we've got Saruman here versus Eowyn. Pretty equal fight here. Both fight 5, both single dice. I'm the white dice, you are the black dice, and we are going to roll this at the same time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go Saruman! And Saruman takes it with a 3. He takes it with a 3. You've only got 1 point in might, haven't you? So you can't even up that to try and get them. So you are going to be hit back. Now you are fateless, and you've got 1 wound.
Yes.
And your defense 5.
Yes.
Saruman's got 1 might.
Saruman has 1 might, yes.
A 5 here will kill Eowyn. Jump! Oh! Eowyn has been slain! Saruman the White has beat down his feminine foe here, and she will be removed from the game, and that is wonderful news. So our battle for Osgiliath and the Crossing continues, and I don't know, I mean, which way do you think it's going to go now, everybody? Comment below, because I've got no idea. As usually happens when you take any kind of all-hero force, everything could just slip away very quickly, and it always seems like you're up against it. But that's exactly the same as when you play with the Rohan. So I think, again, it's going to come off to a heroic move here, and whether I can get those spells off. If I can't, then I'm in a lot of trouble. If I can, I might be able to do something. So, priority. White dice again for the Istari. Black dice for the Sons of Ale. And it goes to the Istari! Oh my days. So of course Aemma now going to be down to 1 might. He is calling a heroic move. It would be nice for Rob to win a roll off. He won the first one today, and then I've taken them all since, which is very important in these kind of clashes with cavalry and all hero and casters and all that kind of fun stuff. Radagast has countered, so Radagast is going to be out of might. So there'll only be 1 point of might left on the table after this for both sides, Aemma and Saruman. It's going to be very important to see which way this goes. 1 to 3. It goes to Rob and his Rohan. The Aerlingus will have it and will be in a very strong position. But on 4 to 6, it goes to the Istari and Bilbo. What does your gut feeling say?
My gut feeling says it's going to be a 3.
Oh! No, it's not. It's going to be a 6. Oh, yes! It's worse. So it's going to go. It is going to go to the mighty knight of the Pelennor. And suddenly it looks very, very sticky for the Istari and Bilbo. Bilbo being charged by a royal guard, of course, who is bodyguarded, so passes the courage test automatically to charge in. My heroic was cancelled, so we just moved everything for the Rohirrim at this point, and everything is just swarming in. We've got a couple of Westfold Red Shields in on Saruman. We've got a couple in on Radagast, 3 in fact. Aemma and a Son of Ale on foot are both surrounding poor Gandalf, and then we've also got the 1 Royal Guard on Bilbo. There won't be any shooting. Let's go to the combat phase. Okay, so we've got Aemma here. Aemma is heroic striking. He's heroic striking at the start of the combats, which is a little bit worrying for poor Gandalf behind there. So he's being a higher fight value no matter what. But I do get to choose the combats, which is a good thing. Let's do that one first. Okay, so we've got Gandalf versus Aemma. You do need to roll to see what you go up to, because that could be quite important. So your heroic strike and your heroic strike up to, you're going to go up by 3, so you're going to be fight 8. You're going to go fight 8, okay? So no point you fainting at this point with him. Are you going to piercing strike with your Son of Ale?
I am indeed.
Yeah, so you've got 2 strikes with the Son of Ale, and then you've got 3, might as well roll 3 of Aemma's first. 3 of Aemma's first. You get the 6, and it is unassailable. Okay, so start off with your piercing strike, goes up to strength. You go up by 2, so you are strength 6. Wow, so you will need 4, so get 4 dice, needing 4s from the Son of Ale. That's 3, so that's 3 wounds so far. Okay, that's 3 wounds so far, and then you've also got 6 dice with Mr. Aemma, who you did charge me, didn't you?
I did indeed.
So you're strength 5, so you need 4s. Knight of the Pelennor, of course, goes up to strength 5, and now 2. So that's 5 wounds. Okay. Here we go. So what we need to do here, those are the 3 wounds there, and I'm going to roll, and I'll use a 1 dice here. So these are the fate points, okay? Remember, I get to re-roll. Okay, good job, I get to re-roll fate points. I need to pass all of these. If I pass all of these, I'll be down to 1 wound. So all of these need to be 4 pluses. Oh no! And poor Gandalf has been taken off the board. End X for him. We'll move on to the next combat. They're going to go for Radagast Nest. At least he has a chance. I'm guessing you're going to Piercing Strike and Feint in all the areas that you can.
Of course, of course.
Yep, so we've got a Piercing Strike, 2 Feints because he does have Sword. Okay, if you want to roll those 3 dice for me, that would be magic. Let's see, what do you get? The 4 highest. Radagast does it with a... Oh no! With a 1! So start off with your Piercing Strike. It's all falling apart. So your Piercing Strike goes up to... He goes up by 1, so he's strength 4. So roll 2 dice needing 5s. Nope. And your Feinters. So you've got 4 dice needing 5s, re-rolling 1s. So you've got 1, re-rolling 1. So you've got 1 there. Radagast will take the wound. So Radagast is going to be down to 2 wounds because he's not the leader. So it's now Bilbo Baggins, who luckily won't be trapped, against the Royal Guard. It's 1 versus 1. You're a low fight value, so roll to see what you get. Here we go. You get a 5, it's pretty strong. But Bilbo gets a 6. He gets a 5, that's enough. Because he's high fight value, so you move back now. He's strength 3, but your defense 6, so he will need a 6 here to kill this Royal Guard. Come on, Bilbo. Oh! Bilbo slays the Royal Guard! Wow, incredible. And that's another one towards the break-in. But I'm not sure whether they can do it. It's all precarious. And it's going to come down to this next combat, perhaps. Is Saruman up against a fainting Royal Guard and a piercing striking Westfold Red Shield. They will roll first. Of course, they have charge, so they've got 4 dice here. What they set the bar at? A 5. And this is where Saruman gets the 5. Oh no, he gets a 4! Oh, and he has to use his point of might, which I didn't want to use. He has to use his point of might. There's no more might on the board to win that fight. Oh dear. So your piercing strike goes down to... Wow. Your piercing strike goes down by 2. So your defense 3. I'll need 4s against your rider there, which I will do now. And the rider is slain. Wowzers, it's all a little bit crazy. We need to roll for the next turn priority. So white dice for the Istari. They need this. What do Rohan get? Oh, Rohan get a 4 and it's slightly above the midpoint. It's alright. It's alright, they take it. This is great and there's no might to combat that, so the Istari are going to get to do what they need to do. I desperately need to try and get the kills here. Like desperately to be able to do this. So what I'm actually going to do is Saruman, this could be nuts. Saruman is going to move to here and he's then going to Sorcerous Blast this rider back that way. So here we go. He's going to have to go to there to do this, right in between. So 3-1, 1 from his store, needing a 4+. He gets it, okay, on a 6. How far back do you go? 3 inches plus would be good. 5 inches, that's great. I'm going to do the 4 that's required to kill him first. I do need to kill 4 to break you. This is important. He's dead. Okay, first one dead. On the next one along, the Westfold Red Shield with the axe, needing a 5. Nope. And on the next one along, needing a 5. Yes. Okay, so 2 are going to die, and we've got 1 on a thrown rider, which is... I'm closer. Okay, so your thrown rider, this is where you roll a 1, 1, and then I roll a 5 and kill you. A 1. Oh, close enough. So we're going to get that disment out now. It's Radagast's turn. Radagast's going to try and immobilise Erkenbrand. He's got how much will?
Yeah, there's 4 in the store.
He's got to be down from that now. No? Okay, cool. I'll use 3 then. 1, 3, 1, 2 from his store. So he's going to be down to 2. Needing a 3+. Gets it on a 4, Erkenbrand will be immobilised and cannot resist, at which point Radagast will charge in on the cavalry and then also round into Erkenbrand, which leaves Bilbo to be a sucker for punishment here. And Bilbo is just going to charge in against the rider and that's about as far as he's going to be able to go. So there we go. That is how we are looking after the movements of the Istari. That's going to put things back to the Rohirrim. So Aemma at +2 courage, -1 courage. You're going to attempt to charge Bilbo here. What does he get? Don't roll a 1 and a 1 or a 1 and a 2. No, he's fine. So he's going to get in. Are you going to attempt to charge Bilbo with these guys as well?
I am indeed.
Yep, so courage 5 from him, and that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4. So 1.
9.
There's 1. Yep, 9 plus here.
Actually, I love this.
Nope, so he doesn't make it. Next one will be the same, needing a 9. Nope, and the next one here, needing 10. It's 5 inches. Oh, it was close. So none of those guys managed to get in. We've also got this Son of Ale here who can attempt to charge round on 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we go. So he would be courage 4 +2, so 6.
So 8.
-2, so 2. So you need 8 plus here.
That's
Loves it! The Son of Ale manages to get himself round in on those guys there. You're not actually going to be able to get round anywhere here. So you might as well leave them like that. You're 2 away from breaking. Let's go into the combats. We've got Saruman versus the single Outrider. Okay, so you're fight free, so if you want to roll first, of course you're going to faint.
I am indeed.
You're going to faint, so let's go. You get 2, it's not great. And he gets a 6, which is great. So you're going to back away, which you can do. And then at this point, your defense 4, so I will need 4s. 4s to kill you. That's great news. You are 1 away from breaking. 1 away from breaking. Can the Istari do this? Next up, it is Radagast. Only got 1 dice, remember, because up against the cavalry here as well. But you got an immobilised Erkenbrand, and we've also got the Royal Guard there. Royal Guard will faint, of course. So you've got your 2 dice here. What do you set the bar at? 2s. Radagast gets a 2 and takes it on fight value. Takes it on fight value. Now he is actually going to go for the Royal Guard here. He needs 5s. A 5 to break you. Oh, maybe that was the moment. Maybe that was the chance. They back away, which means that finally we have got Bilbo versus everyone here. Now Bilbo is currently high fight value, so I'm just going to roll for his. If he gets a 6, Bilbo wins. Bilbo could potentially win me the game here. Here we go. If he gets a 6, Bilbo takes it! Oh, it's a 1! So as long as you don't roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1s, then you're in the trouble. Okay, so 6 1s. No, that would be the most epic hashtag bosh ever. I'm not knocked down and I can back away. Okay, so just start off with the 2 from the Son of Ale, needing 4s. That's 1. 1 from the Rider, needing 4s, no. And 3 from Aemma, who did charge, so strength 5, so needing 3s. 2 more. Now I took a wound before, didn't I?
You did.
Okay, but I kept my fate.
Got to pass all 3.
So I've got to pass all 3 here. All 3, otherwise he's dead.
Yep.
He's got 2 wounds. Yep.
Yep, 1 left.
And 1 means that he is taken down. Not quite broken. Saruman and Radagast are still hanging in the balance. Can they get the 1 more kill that they probably need to get this? You're 1 away from breaking. I can't see it happening. Let's roll for priority. Here we go. Priority. It's key. You roll a 1 at this point.
Hope not. Yes!
And it's going to go to you. It's going to go to you. This could be it. This could be it. Wow. So the 2 wizards have been trapped and surrounded. Will they be able to fight off the Rohirrim for an epic victory? I'm not too sure. Although it's always good to leave the epic ones till last, it makes sense, of course, with it being your priority to do the 2 heroes versus Saruman. Saruman has got a point of might, has he? Or is he? No, he used it, didn't he, to make that? Yeah, he went from 4 to a 5. So mightless. So there's no heroic strikes here or anything. So I'm guessing you are going to feint with Aemma, because you got more with him.
Yep.
You only got 2 dice with Erkenbrand.
Of course.
So you're going to feint with Aemma, and I'm not going to feint. I've got 1 dice. What do you set the bar at? Okay, so the red ones are Emma, black for Erkenbrand.
Oh my
That's not a great roll. There is a chance. 1 in 3 chance on a 5+. Ah! It's matched. It's matched, okay. It was your priority. You get to roll. Pick one of those black dice up. On a 1 to 3, it goes to the Rohirrim. But on a 4 to 6, Saruman has a chance. Here we go. Tension. Tension. Oh, it's so tense. We moved the bridge. Oh, it's Saruman. It's Saruman. Okay. Well, we need to work out who we're going to be striking. So although Erkenbrand is fateless, 2 wounds, I'm not going to be able to kill him, so there's no benefit in that. I might as well try and get the little strike and rely on you getting terrible fate rolls on Aema, which I think you will do, judging by how this game has gone. So I'm going to roll this here, and I'm going to end up wounding Aema. That's what's going to happen. So I need a 6 here.
Oh, again.
Oh, it's a 5. It's a 5. We're going to keep that bridge out the way. It serves no purpose for now. Okay, which means that unfortunately that doesn't happen, but you do have to back away. But that isn't going to matter for Radagast, because Radagast is surrounded. He is surrounded. However, I am high fight value.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll here. On a 6, I take it you're, of course, going to special strike with everything.
Of course, of course.
Radagast does it. Okay, so your piercing strike of your rider there. He goes down by 3. So I would need 3s on him. On your Son of Ale here, goes down by 3. So I would need 4s on him, and this one here. I'm going to go for the rider needing 3s. It makes sense. Rider needing 3s. Gets it. Wow. And that takes you to breaking.
Yeah.
This is very, 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 very interesting. Not as straightforward as maybe it should be. But you are now broken, which is interesting. Okay. So with that in mind, we are going to go for priority. Should be the last turn. If I get this, I might do this. Let's have a little look. Okay. What do you get? 5, it's good. Not as good as this 6! Oh, and you're going to get a chance, but you are broken. So, what I suggest you do is do your courage test with Aema first, because what you don't want is that Erkenbrand runs away. So, Aema, currently 7.
7 with 3 will. So.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. Let's get you having to use that will. No,
He loves it.
He loves it. He charges Saruman again, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now Erkenbrand. That's what we do, Erkenbrand. So Erkenbrand is now also courage 7.
He loves it.
So he's going to go in. And I'm guessing you're going to go in and just try and do the same as before as much as you possibly can. Maybe create some room so you can get another bod in. All like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're going to carry on and we're going to get that going. Same as last time, except there's a few more bods in. I'm guessing you're going to piercing strike, you're going to feint with Aema, and you're just going to strike as normal with Erkenbrand, yeah? Okay, roll your dice. What do you get? Set the bar at Almighty.
Warrior first.
Are you gonna have him in the combat with him as well?
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so he will feint as well.
So 2 for the rider, 'cause he charged.
Yep, 2 for the rider. 5.
1 for the normal.
1 for the normal guy. A 2.
2 for Erkenbrand.
2 for Erkenbrand. Currently, and a 6 there. So I need a 6. I need a 6.
The bridge again.
The bridge reveal. Oh, it's a 5, so there's nothing I can do. So I am knocked down and I am trapped at this point. Let's see if Aema himself can do it. So you've got 6 dice with Aema. You did charge in. Okay, which means that you'll need 4s with Aema. 4s with Aema. So that's 2. Okay, you've got 4 dice with Erkenbrand, needing 5s. That's another 2. Your piercing striking warrior goes up by 2, so he will need 4s with his 2. Get this, and that's 1. And then your charging rider, who's got 4 dice, he needs 5s, re-rolling 1s.
1 5.
Whee! And
3
absolutely
sixes.
smashes him. Saruman is dead. I am broken, and my leader is broken. My leader is dead, which means that the to the death victory will go to you. Because I'm also 25%ed, which means the game would end at the end of this turn. Let's see what happens to Radagast. Let's just give it a go. He is the highest fight value. Will he get a little bit of victory? If he rolls a 6, he's got a chance. He gets a 5. Okay, you're doing all of your strikes. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. 7 dice.
Surely I'll get a 6.
And you absolutely love it. So your piercing striking Sons of Ale go up to 1 goes up by 2, so strength 6. Goes up by 2, so strength 6. So roll your 8 dice for them. 8 dice needing 4s. Needing the 4s. Here we go. That's 4. And then also you've got your 2 for your fainting guy there, needing 5s, re-rolling 1s. And again for the next one along 5s, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll 1. No, and the next one 5s, re-rolling 1s. The Royal Guard. To guarantee it, that's 1. Okay, so I need to pass all of my fate here. Because I'm not taking anything with Radagast yet, have I?
Raddy, yeah, he's taken a wound.
Oh, he's taken a wound. Nothing he can do here. He will die. You have tabled the Rohirrim. Absolutely outstanding. So absolutely fantastic game. I hope you enjoyed that today, buddy.
Absolutely fantastic, thank you.
Brilliant. We're going to go into a very, very quick post-battle bat rep breakdown. Welcome to the post-battle bat rep breakdown, and welcome to SBG.
Yes.
How did you find it? Your first ever game?
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely fantastic.
Now, I would like to apologise a little bit because you really, with what I had with the wizard, I mean, I was thinking for speed and time kind of point of view, and also to teach you magic because it is a kind of upper echelon of the game, understanding kind of how it works and the like. But it didn't give you the chance to play against like a proper other army and kind of learn how it works. But what we were doing in between the camera shots, we were kind of going through some of the things to do and not to do, weren't we? So, come on, some of the highlights. What do you think about that game?
It's absolutely incredible. I can't believe it's taken me this long to actually play it, to be honest.
It's great fun, isn't it? And it was superb. There were so many #boshes, there were so many terrible rolls, there were some really, really good rolls. It went in phases. At times it looked like there was no chance for the wizards and that the Rohirrim would storm it, and then the wizards would get great luck and you would get bad luck, and you lost a bunch of roll-offs, which is incredibly important in this type of game. But yeah, incredible. And you know, it's almost a shame that we didn't get to use the rest of that board, because the board's stunning as well.
It was, the boards are out of this world.
So this video will probably go up. This will probably go up after the Scouring of Che-Shire. So your next opportunity to see that board in action and maybe play on it is, of course, going to be at Ardacon. So make sure you get yourself to the event. You're coming to Ardacon, aren't you, Rob?
I am indeed.
You're looking forward to more games with Rohan?
Of course I am. Yep.
Another man of Rohan joining the Arid of goodness. Hope you guys out there had a good game. We had a good game, didn't we, Rob?
We did.
We're going to keep having some good games, and we look forward to welcoming you back for the next Middle Earth Strategy Battle Gaming Battle Report here on Hotcakes Gaming.